What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy and I'm going to be doing my review for the new movie Halloween Kills. Since this movie is new, I'm going to keep it spoiler free, so I'm not going to talk about a lot of the major stuff that happens in this movie, although a lot of it you kind of suspect because if you've seen the trailer, but like I said, I'm going to keep it as much spoiler free as I can and stuff. I might do a separate video where I talk about certain plot points of the story, maybe sometime after I rewatch it. I might rewatch it on Peacock or go see it again sometime in the next few days. I'll have to just wait and see. So this movie picks up right after Halloween 2018 ends, and we see Michael escapes from Laurie Strode's basement and continues his rampage and everything, and he's ticked in this movie. Like he goes off on anybody who gets in his way, and he's like really brutal and everything. And the trailers did show a lot of stuff that they shouldn't have, but it didn't ruin the movie near as much as I was afraid it was going to. Like I really was upset with the way the marketing did this movie, but after finally seeing it, I think they did a pretty decent job of actually keeping a lot out. They showed a lot, but they also didn't show a lot, so it kind of worked out for the better on that. But this is a really great sequel in the franchise. A lot of stuff that I didn't like, and I know a lot of other people didn't like about Halloween 2018 is not in this movie, and I love that about it. Like it doesn't have a lot of that forced humor that one did. This one has a lot of really good dark moments, and there are some bits of humor in here, but not very much, and nothing that really runs the movie. The cast are all once again excellent in here, especially James Jude Courtney as Michael. He's just absolutely brutal in this movie, and definitely one of the most brutal Michael Myers portrayals I've seen to this point. I don't know that I'd say he's as brutal as Tyler Maines was from the Rob Zombie Halloweens, but man, he is brutal. And we get a lot of legacy characters in this too, characters like Lindsay and Lindsay Wallace and Tommy Doyle from the first movie. Sheriff Brackett is in here, and Marion, I think is her name, the nurse from the first one. And so they do a really good job at bringing back these cast members and stuff. I love that about it, and there's a lot of cool Easter eggs for fans of the franchise that you'll catch and everything. There was a lot of really good ones in here, and it's really entertaining. I can't really go into a lot of details without running the movie because there's a lot that in this movie, that things that happen that are really crazy, but it is a blast from start to finish. It never really slows down and everything, and it leaves you wanting more. I can't wait for Halloween Ends next year. It's going to be really awesome to finally get to see that movie. Just think we could have been seeing that one this year and everything if it didn't have to be rescheduled, but having to wait an extra year, it still was worth it. It was everything I had hoped this movie would be. I wasn't one bit disappointed at all, and everything. In fact, I was kind of surprised at how good it was and everything. I had high expectations for it, but it was even better than I expected, and it took a lot of crazy turns, and there were some things in here that I didn't expect, a few that I did that did happen and everything. And also, as you know in the trailers, they do go a little bit of a flashback to that night and stuff from the first movie and everything, and the way the cinematography is done and the lighting and all that, it just matches with the first one. It feels like it was directly taken like old footage from the first movie, and they did a heck of a job with that. And also the thing that I was really worried about was in the trailer you see Loomis and stuff, and what they did with that and him, if they use CGI on him, I couldn't really tell it. Maybe it's because it was so dark, but I think they did a good job on that as well. Like this movie had some really good throwbacks to the original as well. There's a lot of fan service in here, and fan service never really bothers me. It does some people, I know, but it's because they say it's lazy writing and stuff. But it's like why not give stuff to fans that really love this franchise and stuff. I absolutely love this franchise. There's a lot of really great Easter eggs. There's unfortunately no Danielle Harris cameo. I was really hoping that maybe we would get a surprise cameo from her, even though I knew it wasn't likely. I was hoping that maybe she and the producers had worked together and were making a secret cameo, but of course that didn't happen. Maybe we'll get lucky for the next one, but but yeah, so all in all, I absolutely love this one. It's even better than Halloween 2018, and I really like that one as well too, and everything. And it's going to be pretty high on my ranking. I don't know where it will be at least somewhere maybe in the top 5 or so, but it's really good. Great performances. Judy Greer is way better in this one than she was the first one. I actually really like her a lot in this, and Andy Matichak, she's really great in here too. Does even better in this one than she did the first, and everything. I think I actually liked a lot of things that she did here, although she was not in it near as much as I was expecting. There was a big portion of the movie that takes place with the mob and stuff, so some of our main characters kind of are sidelined a little bit, but I really like that, and I like what they did with Laurie in here. There's not a lot that they could do with her and everything, but if you've seen the last one, you kind of know why, and I'm not going to say much else about her part of the story, because there's not really much I can say without spoiling the movie, but she's great in here. Jamie Lee Curtis is excellent as always, and everything. So, all in all, I really love Halloween Kills. I think it's a really great movie. One of the most satisfying movies I've seen in a long time, where it was everything I wanted it to be, and I went in hoping that it was going to be, and it worked perfect. Not very many movies are that good, where they to me, a lot of times movies are usually not as good as I expect them to be. Most of the time when it comes to especially horror franchises, and this is one of those franchises where usually if one's really, really great, the next one is just mediocre. But this is one of the rare times where it got even better and everything. So I love it. I think it's a really great movie. I can't wait to revisit it and everything. I think I probably need to rewatch it at least one more time before I do a spoiler review on it, so I make sure I got everything that I wanted to talk about in it. But yeah, so I'd give Halloween Kills a 9 out of 10. It's a really, really great movie in the franchise, and technically the third movie if you want to go technical by the timeline, but it's also technically the 12th. But I'll be doing my updated ranking here pretty soon as well. Yeah, so anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Halloween Kills if you've seen it. If you do comment and stuff though, just please don't put spoilers so that other people would see them. Just be a nice person and don't spoil it for people who haven't seen it. But yeah, so anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Halloween Kills, and thank you for watching, and have a good day, everybody.